Welcome to English Practice Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben. Thanks so much for joining us today.
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps more learners find us, and we truly appreciate it.
So today, we're talking about something really exciting: goals and dreams.
I love this topic because think about it. You need to talk about your goals everywhere. In job interviews, with new friends, even just when someone asks you. So, what's next for you?
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, you'll have the vocabulary, the phrases, and the confidence to talk about your goals and dreams in English. Whether it's a big life dream or a simple plan for the weekend.
So, Ben, let me ask you something. When someone says, "What's your dream?" do you have a quick answer for that?
Honestly, I freeze a little. I know what I want, but finding the right words in the moment is hard. Even for me sometimes.
That's so real. I think a lot of our listeners feel the same way. You have this big idea in your head, but expressing it clearly? That's the challenge.
Well, that's exactly what we're here to fix today. Let's jump in.
Let's start with the basics. What's the difference between a goal and a dream?
Oh, that's a great place to begin. So, a dream is something you imagine, something you hope for. It can be big and far away, like, my dream is to travel the world.
Right, and a goal is more concrete. It's something you plan to do, something with steps, like, my goal is to save $300 this month for a trip.
So, a dream is the big picture, and a goal is the action plan. I like to think of it this way. A dream is where you want to go. A goal is how you get there.
That's a really nice way to put it. And you know, sometimes your dream and your goal are connected. My dream is to write a book one day, and my goal right now is to write for 30 minutes every morning.
See, I love that. The dream is inspiring, and the goal is practical. For me, my dream is to run a marathon. My goal this month is to run 3 times a week without skipping.
Without skipping. That's the hard part, right?
Oh, absolutely. But let's talk about how to actually say these things in English. There are several really useful phrases.
Yes. One of the most common is, I want to, plus a verb. I want to learn French. I want to start my own business. Simple and direct.
And if you want to sound a little softer, a little more like you're imagining it, you can say, I'd like to. I'd like to live abroad someday. It's the same idea, but feels more like a wish.
Exactly. I want to is very direct. I'd like to is softer, more polite. Both are perfectly fine. Another great one is, I hope to. I hope to get a promotion this year.
Oh, I hope to is nice because it shows you really want something, but you know it's not 100% certain. There's a little bit of uncertainty in it.
And then there's, my dream is to, plus a verb. My dream is to open a restaurant. That one sounds big and inspiring.
Listeners, think about this for a moment. What's one thing you want to do this year? Try saying it out loud right now. Use I want to or I'd like to and add your goal. Go ahead, try it.
I hope you said something amazing. Now, let's talk about different kinds of goals, because goals come in all shapes and sizes.
Right. You have personal goals, things about you and your life, like I want to read more books or I'd like to wake up earlier.
I actually have that goal right now. I want to read 1 book a month. It sounds easy, but life gets busy.
Oh, tell me about it. My personal goal is way less organized. I just want to stop checking my phone before bed. That's it. That's the whole goal.
That's actually a really good one. And you know what that is? That's a habit goal. You're trying to change a habit.
A habit. That's a useful word. A habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking about it. Good habits, bad habits. We all have them.
Right. I want to build a good habit. Means you want to start doing something positive regularly. And I want to break a bad habit. Means you want to stop doing something negative.
Build a habit and break a habit. Those go together perfectly. I definitely need to break my phone habit.
And then there are professional goals, things related to your work or career.
Yes, like I want to get a better job, or my goal is to improve my English for work. That one probably sounds familiar to many of you listening right now.
I'm sure it does. Another common professional goal is I'd like to develop new skills. Develop means to grow or improve something over time.
That's a great word. I want to develop my communication skills. She's developing her leadership skills. You hear it a lot in work situations.
And there are also financial goals, things related to money. I want to save more money. My goal is to pay off my student loans.
Pay off is a phrasal verb that means to finish paying a debt completely. I want to pay off my credit card. She paid off her car loan last year.
Really useful for talking about money goals. Now, Ben, what about the really big goals, the life-changing ones?
Ah, you mean the dreams. The ones that give you butterflies in your stomach.
Butterflies in your stomach. I love that expression. It means you feel nervous and excited at the same time. When you think about a big dream, you might feel butterflies in your stomach.
Like when I think about running that marathon. Excited and terrified at the same time. Butterflies everywhere.
So what are some common big dreams people talk about?
Well, a very popular one is, I dream of traveling the world. Notice the structure here. I dream of plus a verb with ing. I dream of starting my own company. She dreams of becoming a doctor.
That's a beautiful structure. I dream of plus the ing form. It sounds very aspirational, like you're reaching for something special.
Another way to express a big dream is, one day I'd love to. One day I'd love to live by the sea. One day I'd love to write a song.
One day is so powerful in English. It puts your dream in the future and says, I believe this will happen. It's hopeful.
And here's an important one. When you're working toward something difficult, you can say, I'm working toward something. I'm working toward my degree. He's working toward a healthier lifestyle.
Working toward shows progress. You're not there yet, but you're on the way. That's such a positive phrase.
You know what I think is really important? Talking about the obstacles, too, because goals aren't always easy.
So true. An obstacle is something that gets in your way, something that makes your goal harder.
Like, the biggest obstacle for me is time. Or, money is a big obstacle for many people.
And here's a common one. I struggle with motivation. To struggle with something means it's difficult for you. You fight with it.
Oh, I struggle with motivation all the time, especially on cold mornings when I'm supposed to go running. The bed is so warm, Emma.
I can relate to that. But you know what helps? Having someone to keep you accountable.
That's a good word. It means someone checks on your progress and makes sure you're doing what you said you would do. My friend keeps me accountable.
Exactly. And here's an expression I love. Keep going. When things get tough, you just keep going. It means don't stop. Don't give up.
Don't give up is another essential phrase. To give up means to stop trying. So don't give up means keep trying even when it's hard.
And listeners, if you're learning English right now, that's a goal. And we want you to know, don't give up. You're already making progress just by listening to this.
100%. Now, Should we talk about some common mistakes people make when talking about goals?
Yes, let's do that. I think it'll be really helpful.
Okay, mistake number 1. Saying, I want to learn English, instead of, I want to learn English. You need that to after want, always. I want to travel. I want to improve.
Great catch. Number 2, confusing I hope and I wish. I hope to visit Japan means you think it's possible in the future. I wish I could visit Japan means it feels less possible right now, maybe even impossible.
Number 3, saying, my dream is become a teacher. You need to there as well. My dream is to become a teacher.
Number 4, using make instead of achieve with goals. We say achieve a goal, not make a goal. I achieved my goal of running 5 kilometers.
And number 5, being too vague. Instead of saying, I want to be better, try to be specific. I want to improve my English pronunciation. Specific goals are clearer and easier to talk about.
These are all so common, and honestly, everyone makes them. It's completely normal. The important thing is you're learning from them.
Absolutely. Now, should we practice with a little conversation?
Let's do it. Imagine we just met at a coffee shop. You ask me about my plans.
Hey, Emma, so what are you working on these days? Any big plans?
Actually, yes. My goal this year is to learn how to cook Italian food properly. I dream of going to Italy and taking a cooking class there.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to do something like that too. My dream is to run a marathon by next year. I'm working toward it, but honestly, I struggle with staying consistent.
I get that. What keeps you motivated?
My friend keeps me accountable. He texts me every morning and asks if I went running. It's annoying, but it works.
That's great. Did you hear that, everyone? We used my goal is to, I dream of, I'm working toward, and I struggle with, all in one natural conversation.
It flows naturally when you practice it. Now, let's quickly review some key vocabulary from today.
A goal is something specific you plan to achieve. My goal is to pass my English exam.
A dream is something big you imagine for your future. Her dream is to become a pilot.
To achieve means to successfully reach a goal. He achieved his dream of graduating from university.
An obstacle is something that makes your goal harder. Lack of time is my biggest obstacle.
To struggle with means something is very difficult for you. I struggle with speaking in public.
Accountable means someone is responsible for their progress. A good friend keeps you accountable.
To give up means to stop trying. And remember, don't give up.
Keep going means to continue even when things are hard. Keep going. You're almost there.
Perfect. So to wrap things up, today we learned how to talk about goals and dreams in English.
We covered the difference between goals and dreams. We practiced phrases like, I want to, I'd like to, I dream of, and I'm working toward. And we talked about obstacles, motivation, and not giving up.
And if there's one thing to remember from today, it's this. You don't need perfect English to talk about your dreams. You just need to start.
I love that. And now it's time for our question of the day.
This is my favorite part. Today's question is, what is one goal or dream you have right now?
I'll go first. My goal this year is to run a marathon. I'm working toward it every week, and I'm not giving up.
And my dream is to write a book one day. My goal right now is to write a little bit every morning.
See how we did that? Now it's your turn. Go to the comments and write your answer. You can start with, My goal is to, or I dream of. Keep it simple.
And if you don't have a specific goal right now, that's totally fine. You can tell us, I'd like to, and share something small you want to try.
We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you. Even one sentence is fantastic practice. Don't worry about mistakes. Just write.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. It really means a lot.
If this episode helped you, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's learning English, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And hit that notification bell so you know exactly when we post new episodes.
Remember, learning English is a journey, and every episode you listen to brings you closer to your goal. We believe in you.
Keep going, keep dreaming, and keep practicing. Your dreams are worth it.
See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye, take care, and keep dreaming